know that is one of my country as well. So, all right, my dad is from there. But anyway, in the meantime, between time, all the way from New York City, we got Solar in the building.
Zoelah.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
I'm good. Big up on yourself. I'm here
Yeah,
in New York City.
yeah,
For everybody
man.
locked on to UVC Radio, this is me, Zola, the queen of groove soca, all the way from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the best voice in soca. I want to say big up to everybody, big up to all my fans from St. Vincent. If you locked on right now, all the soca lovers, the Trinidadians, Jamaicans, Grenadians, Antiguans, Guyanese, Bajans.
Ma,
If I'm missing
listen,
out
no matter where part of the
anybody,
Caribbean you come from, all we are
yes,
West Indian. You know the thing go
Yeah,
right,
man.
yes, I'm a West Indian
Look,
woman
it's
at the end of
something.
the
It's
day.
something about soca. You just can't get away from it. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that straight. So you know what, Zola? Let us get into this right. And we're live on Facebook. We're streaming to the live to the IG. I mean, you got people listening to you from Africa, from Europe, Saint Lucia, Jamaica, St.
Big
Vincent,
up to the
Barbados,
African
TNT
crew.
everywhere.
Big
All
up to
right.
everybody locked on.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
man. That's
man.
what's up. All right. So tell us right now, who is Zola? Give us a little genesis about Zola. Where Zola came from?
Well, actually, I am. First of all, I'm Zola. I'm a Caribbean woman. I was born in the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, and I was raised in St. Vincent and the Grenadines at the age of 2. So yes, I'm consider myself a Trini Vincy, but I am a
Wait, you're
West
Vincy.
Indian
All the time
woman.
I tell you, I tell you you're Vincy, man.
Well, no, well, I'm a Vincy too.
But we
You
have
can't
we
take
had
that
a
from
hold
me.
on. So
I
she
I
had
was
Trini
raised in
Vinci,
St.
and then
Vincent
last
from a
week we had a
baby.
Trini Lucian.
Yeah, what's your Trini
Right.
Vincy?
We had a Trini
Yeah.
Lucian last week. Now we have
All
Trini
right.
Vinci.
Well, listen,
But I
I'm
tell you how it is,
Trinidadian,
boy.
Vincentian,
People,
Arubian, and Spanish, actually, right?
you
So
All right,
there's a
all
lot of
right.
mix up in my DNA. Anyway, so I started soca on a professional level in 2007 with my first single, Go Down Low. I want
yeah.
you can go down low, you can
You
go
can
down
go
low,
down low.
go down
Right.
low.
Yes.
I want you to go down low, go down low, baby.
Boy, hit that,
I
yo.
want you
Hit that.
to go down, yeah, down low, go
Yeah.
down low,
Yeah, man.
down,
Yeah,
man, go
man.
down.
Yeah,
All right,
Yeah,
man.
man.
and
Boy,
from
I tell
there
you, right. The girl
I
on
had my
fire,
second.
right?
I had
All
my
right.
second single, Wine Upon Me, that bust in 2008. And then
Mhm.
2009, More Water. Take a look at me, baby.
Yeah.
Hold me body calling. Cause I'm
Yes.
feeling so thirsty. And my temperature rising. More water, more water, more water. Eh, give me some water for Zola. More water, eh.
Boy, I tell
And
you,
three
listen, when you're
consecutive
done riding
hits.
down to water, can't even cool you right now.
I
Yeah, man. Hot, 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 hot.
Water, lava, lava. You know, see?
Yeah, man.
All right,
three
so Zola,
consecutive.
so tell us, man. I mean, you hail from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We know soca, calypso music is a big thing in Trinidad and Tobago. But in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you know of the Skinny Fabulous, you know of the Kevin Little, I mean the Beckett,
Boom,
etc.,
bam.
etc. Yes, yeah, man. We definitely got to get Skinny Fabulous in this building soon, yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
man. For
Tell
sure.
us what it's like. I mean, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, for you as a I mean, as a soca artist when you actually started. What was it like?
It was a lot of struggle for me when I started. I mean, I had no prior experience. I just knew that I wanted to do music. I would say, I mean, it was a great time, a great period of my life. I had a lot of bad experience. I joined a band named Signal, and I accumulated a lot of my abilities to control the crowd and how to speak and how to deal on stage from being with that band before I was established. And so,
Mm,
I was working towards, my goal from the time I had the chance. So starting out with a
mm,
band signal, and missing donkey years ago at that time, that was just the building blocks being put in place for me to
mhm,
become great as an artist. So yeah, after when I did get my first break with Go Down Low, it was a great experience. And I
mhm.
mean, I've been one of the only female artists out of Simbis that really went out there on a major scale on an international
Make
level.
it to the highest level.
Yeah, yeah, biggest to the biggest level. And so yeah, I got a lot of respect. I got a lot of hate equally. I mean, that's just life. But you know what I mean. I would say
It's a
overall
part of
it
the
was a great
business.
experience. St. Vincent is so amazing. They receive soca well. They receive talent. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it is what it is. So I'm just happy to be here
Be-
now.
because
That's
a lot of
excellent.
people don't
So,
know, right? I mean, before we proceed, G5, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people focus on, well, I mean, TNT Carnival, which is the biggest in the region. You got the Barbados Crop Over. You got the Spice Mass in Grenada. But tell you this, the Vincy Mass is huge in St. Vincent.
Vincy Mass is very much a big thing. We
Yeah.
have Juve is very much a big thing. I mean, from the insomnia parties to all these major parties like
Yeah,
Black
man.
Wave, all these parties that's leading up to Carnival is one of some of the biggest events you will go to in St. Vincent around Carnival time. And I'm talking about Soca Monarch. We have Miss SVG show, then Miss
Yeah.
Caraval.
Yeah, I
There's a
know
lot of
that.
things that leads up to the Vincy Mass festivity, and it's one of the most visited
It
countries for
is.
carnival as well. It's just that people don't really talk about it, but St. Vincent have a large amount of people that come in and pay a lot of interest to the carnival there.
And that's
And
the
I mean,
country,
carnival
that's
is
the
similar
country the
to
movie
Vincent.
Pirates of the Caribbean actually came from that
Actually,
country. Yeah. So
Pirates of the
G5,
Caribbean was started the first part and the second part, so part one and two.
yes, yes, part of the
so
Caribbean. Go
one
on,
of the
G5.
questions I like to ask soca artists, um, you know, every music genre, you have an industry, right? But is soca, is it an industry, or is it a lifestyle, or is it both, or why?
I mean, I would say it's both. Only because, I mean, it's just our genre. It is our culture. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, we do have to live a certain way. You know what I mean? All musicians do. It doesn't matter what genre. Um, it's definitely a culture because, I mean, even people who don't really, like for example, places like Jamaica that's so embedded in dancehall music. I mean, they to themselves gravitate to soca. So it's definitely a part of the West Indian culture altogether, 100%. It doesn't matter where you're from in the Caribbean, everybody can resonate with some soca. And as far as the lifestyle, I mean, there are people that listen to soca 24/7. There's artists. All we want to do is just soca. We don't want to do no other genre. So yeah, it's definitely a lifestyle as well. You know what I mean? Just like any other musician or in a kind of way, any other genre of music where there's artists, contributing as ambassadors or whatnot.
Excellent, excellent. So one of the things, so you say you're the queen of groovy soca.
Yeah.
What are some? Yeah, so tell us a little bit. For those of us who don't know that much about soca, what's the difference between groovy soca and just soca itself?
I mean, soca is soca at the end of the day. Like all soca could be soca in a way. It's just that over the years, it's been differentiated differently. We have power soca, which is the more faster version of soca. Then we have groovy soca, which is more
Like
the
jamu and stuff
slower
like that.
version, like a slower tempo. And usually have different percussions and different things going on in it, which is we call it raga soca. We call it also in Vincy, and the Trinidadians also refer to it as groovy soca, but it's
and
technically the same thing.
and
So yeah,
jamu as well, jamu.
yeah. Then we have Bunya soca. Then you have you know what you call it again?
Jamu.
They have the Jamo, they have Afro Soca now. You know what I mean? It's so
Yeah.
many different things coming out, but at the end of the day, they all are the same. Like they all resonate with soca. And soca is a culture. Soca is a mix of soul and to me personally, soul and R&B and a bit of just more soul and social commentary in a type of way. And
Calypso.
however we
Yeah.
want choose, yeah, however we choose to put it out, it could be sexy, it could be about controversy, it could be about just a slang, something that everybody could relate to. It doesn't matter. That beat is what soca is all about.
Right,
Right.
right,
So
right.
when we look at when you look at you think over the performances that you've had, what do you think really sticks out as like your best performance memory?
I had a few great performances. I did Atlanta, uh Soca Monarch in Trinidad, of course, all the Soca Monarchs that I ever performed in Trinidad and St. Vincent, because I've always had a bit of a competitive streak. I like it. not because I'm competing against nobody, but I always like to go in just to see if I could do it. Back in the day, that was the mentality. And I had a few great moments. Canada happens to be one of my biggest fan base as well. I would say on the road, Notting Hill Carnival 2007.
Right.
It was amazing. One of my I had a beautiful moment. I mean, that was just such a long time ago, and I've had other great performances like Anguilla, just different places. You know what I mean?
Have you ever performed in
Montreal,
Baltimore, DC?
Montreal, huh?
You ever perform in Baltimore or DC?
Yes, I performed in Washington D.C. Washington D.C. was amazing. I didn't do Baltimore. I didn't get to do Baltimore. Yeah. Bahamas was amazing. It's just so many. Jamaica was actually one of the highlights of one of my best performances. The
That's
people
impressive,
down
man.
there just blew me away. Like I got on the stage and they knew all my songs, and I was so nervous at that time because I
Wow.
thought that because they're so dancehall and reggae orientated that they would not know my songs, but
Right.
they knew all my songs and
But
they
you were kind of
participated in
shocked.
my they participated in my performances. So I mean, it's just a blessing to see how all my hard work had pay off over the years, and I've done my best to be an all-around entertainer because, as you know, I write all my songs. I've written "Go Down Low," "More Water," "Wine
Right.
Upon Me." All these songs are written by
We're
myself,
gonna definitely get into
and to
that
have the
shortly.
whole package and see people receive me like that over the years, it's been an absolutely amazing experience.
One of the things I would like to know, if you can shed some light on the creative writing in soca. We don't want to really make any sort of comparison here right now because, I mean, we have dancehall music, we have the reggae, we have the soca music, but somewhat in the dancehall music, the lyrical content, sometimes it is just so raw. And when it comes to the soca music now, I mean, it is just so creative. It's basically jump on wave, winding a bumper, grinding, you know what I mean? It is so polished. Can you shed some light on that?
I mean, I think more with soca, it is a different genre than dancehall. We all are one Caribbean, we are all one people, but we do have little things here and there that makes us a little different from the
Different.
other.
Right.
And so I honestly I would say like there are some soca songs that are so expose now these days.
Hmm.
I mean, times are changing, and people are
Oh
becoming more
yeah.
and more blunt with what
Hmm.
they want to say. But I I could say there's a bit of a difference, but
Hmm.
not too much of a comparison at the same time, I guess.
Right.
Like
Right.
there's some soca songs are a bit, it's a lot much going on, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think what we do, we more think about making sure that the creative side is first and foremost, as opposed
Mhm.
to vulgarity.
Right, right,
Yeah.
Right.
right.
And then you think about, carnival and stuff like that. You want everybody to enjoy your music,
Yeah.
because
Right.
everybody is
From the
there.
So
from
Good
children
Seven
right up.
Carnival. So Good Seven Carnival is a vibe. Let's be real about that. Let's
Yeah.
be clear about that. And
Hmm.
then so yeah. Every year you're hearing people saying the same thing, and you want to see why people keep having better and better reactions every year when they get in parties, is because
Hmm.
that's what we actually do when soca music plays. So that
Hmm.
whole thing with what we do, how we act, and how fans act, and everything,
Hmm.
and what artists write, and the message that they put behind it has a lot to do with the reaction of the fans. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's right. That's right. But you know what? You know what, G Fire? I'm telling you this right now.
Yo.
I mean, listen to me. One of my best songs that I really love from Zoelah is the "Wine Upon Me" song. But I think let us go back to the genesis, and that is the one of the what's the title of it again?
Go down low.
Go Down Low. Yeah, a couple of days ago, I got that song from our collection of Zola because we got some music from Zola. So let's go to the genesis with Zola. Run that track right now. All right, good people, you listen to the Friday Night Vibes right on UVCRadio, the sound that binds us together. We got the queen of soca, all the way from St. Vincent and the Grenadines up in the building right now, Zola. Let's do it. Hey, hey. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Hey, 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 hey. Pull up. Pull it up, pull it up.
Wheel.
Wheel and coming again. You know the song can't play once, you gotta play it twice because it's nicer than sugar and spice. It's the Friday night vibes, and we got Zoelah up in the building right now. So let's do it. Come on, ladies, come on, ladies, come on, ladies, come on, ladies. If you got the furniture in the living room right now, I want you to move it and do something right now. Hey. Tell you.
Yo, if every gal was a teacher like that.
Boy, I tell you. I tell you.
Me, I do anything.
I tell you, for real.
We say.
No.
Yeah. We'll say.
Go down, go down, go down, ladies, I tell you, I tell you.
Go down, go down, go down.
Man, the first time I heard this song a couple years ago, it was like, whoa, it was good, it was good. Yo, Zoelah, tell us, man, what was the inspiration behind this Go Down Low song? Why you put this, why you write that song? Zoelah.
I don't know. She can tell us anything right now. Hold on.
I think she dropped off the radar. Anyway, good people, it's the Friday Night Vibes. It's all about the vibes. UVCRadio, the song that binds us together.
I have to beg her to unmute.
All right,
Yeah.
Zoelah, unmute. All right, unmute.
There you go.
Unmute.
Yeah.
Let the people hear the nice voice, no, man. Go on,
Yeah,
so far.
so-
All right, so tell
Don't be
us,
shy.
what was the frame of mind when you put a go down low? You can't sing.
Oh, no.
Well, I did. Okay, long story
I lose my voice right now, man.
long story short, back then it was my first,
Right,
and I
right.
did tell him, like, if he didn't want me to leave, he gonna have to go down low, because I was hearing everybody talking about this thing and I never experienced it, right? So I was like, well, if you don't want me to leave, you gotta go down low. So he went down low, and so I made a song about it. Guess what? It's
uh,
on
uh, all right, all right. Is this a personal experience? Tell the people.
Yeah, it was a personal experience. All three of them.
It was a personal experience.
Go
So the
down
boy-
low, more water, wine upon me. Yes.
So the boy had to go low, eh?
Yes, he did.
Boy,
Well,
listen.
anything for Zoelah.
But listen. You know what? One time I heard this Greek lady say, they say a woman, A man is the head and a woman is the neck. So as long as the neck can't move, the head can't move. If the head can't move.
I know,
So you're
right? That's
telling,
funny.
so the boy had to the boy had to do what you say, yeah?
Yes, of course. I'm pretty good at that. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right, Zola. All right, all right, all right. So tell us, man. I mean, so what is it, Zola? What Zola have been doing in recent time, man, in terms of music, etc. What is it you're doing?
Well, I've done a few crossover projects. I worked with Ricky Blaze. I've done some crossover projects on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did collaborations and stuff like uh also I've been just living here in New York, and now I'm actually, taking a different path in a
Mm-hmm.
way, and not forgetting about my music. I'm just working now and been kind of living here for quite some time. Then of course, the pandemic happened. Nevertheless, I've been recording, working on my album. I just did a song also in November with Problem Child, You Alone.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not
Big
the
Yo,
artist.
big
um,
artist.
yeah, I did Tongue Man, which was produced by a guy from Guyana, Fojo.
Yeah, man. I know
And
Fojo.
yeah, and I did, I just released a few stuff. So which was the You Alone and the Tongue Man.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, I've been just kind of like trying to find my way here in New York. You know what I mean? I haven't been back to St. Vincent for quite some time. I haven't really been too much on the scene for quite some time. Just trying to get myself together, just to be real with you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mm-hmm.
all, bed of roses, and so sometimes life
But you put it
happens.
in the work. But you put it in the work,
Yeah,
as
but
it was
I'm
important.
definitely putting in the work. My catalog for my album is amazing. That's all
Mm-hmm.
I can say. And when it drops, it's gonna be amazing. I am very confident that everybody's gonna be pleased. It's a bit of work. I'm still almost finished with my album, but yeah, just working, living life to the fullest. Also, outside of that,
And
you
I know
know.
we have I know we have a large West Indian community in New York, but I mean, all the people of New York really receive Zola.
But I get a lot of love here. I mean, I've never really had a problem, honestly. I would say the party and show scene is not as hype as it is in places like Canada, for example. I'm just being real.
Like the
Canada,
Carabana thing in Canada seems to
yeah,
have some really good
it's
stuff
not
going
just
on
about
with
the
them
caravan. It's just I feel like promoters do more shows there
in
than they do
Toronto.
here in New York. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have my fans. I'm gonna have the people that love me and don't like me for whatever reason, and that's just a part of the game. You know what I mean?
But
And that's just a
we
part of
love you,
life.
man. We love you. That's the most
I know
important thing.
this. I know this.
Yeah, G Fire. We love her,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah. So what's the question you have, G Fire? What's the question you have for Zola?
Yeah, so one of the questions I have is, what
Mm.
it's a question I've been asking a lot of different artists because I really love to hear what people
Mm-hmm.
say, to this type of question. What has the pandemic really taught you as an individual and also
Mm-hmm.
as an artist?
Good question. Good question, man.
Um, that's a really great question. And honestly, it just taught me that God is in control. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there for me personally, I was already kind of like alone before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So when it happened and the world shut down, not being able to go outside didn't really bother me because I was already on that path. And
Mm-hmm.
I lost a few more people, not just to the corona, but just in
Wow.
general. It helped me open up my eyes and realize, some
Mm-hmm.
things, and I was able to look up to God and just be grateful for my life. And I'm
Mm.
grateful even now, and I know that
Mm-hmm.
everything is going to be okay. And
Right.
it taught me that God is on my side. I had my own personal things going on during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
um like I ended up having a major surgery and everything in this year, and
Mm-hmm.
so I had that to worry about, you know what I mean? And imagine, not to say I had corona, I had to be worried about if I was going to come out of that surgery, and it had nothing to do with corona. So you know
See?
what I'm saying? So if anything, it's taught me that God really got my back, and I have nothing to worry about. I know for a fact that I will get back to where I need to be, and I will get what I deserve because God says so, and that's it. That's all I can tell you.
Very important, man. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hmm.
very,
yeah,
very,
definitely.
very important. Go on, G5. You have a
What
question.
what are some ways that you have maybe either have already or have tried to innovate to do things differently. In the midst of a pandemic as an artist, with things being kind of still locked down and things like that. What are some things that maybe you are doing to help educate those about Zola's work and what she is doing, because there's a lot of people that still have yet a lot of markets that you still have yet to penetrate,
True.
so
It is true.
I mean, and that has a lot to do with me. Like, I just never been blessed to have good management. That was just really my biggest issue. Like, a lot of, I did have management, but I went through a lot, and I don't know what else to tell you guys. Like, at this point in my life, I am going to be as real as possible and not sugarcoat.
Yeah, yeah, you
I
should be
wish I
real,
was
man.
sugar.
Say it as
I
it
wish I
is.
was sugarcoating it back in the day, but I did cover up a lot of things. This business
Right.
is great, but it is not nice, and I'm not liked by a lot of people. Not because I did anything to them, but because of my talent, and that's the truth. What I am
Mm.
doing, I have gotten out there. I still put out music as much as I can. You understand what I'm saying? And most important, I'm focusing on myself. It's time for me to focus on myself and not focus on what
Important.
other people think. And I've been
Important.
doing that for a lot of years, and it didn't really work out for me.
yeah,
Nevertheless, I love my music.
validation never really pays the bills,
No,
Yeah,
never,
I mean,
never.
I love my
unfortunately.
music, and I feel like that is something that nobody could take from me. And my ability to do music on the
Mm.
scale that I do it,
Mm.
without the help of ghostwriters, without
Mm.
management, without financial support from anybody, I feel
Mm.
like I've done an amazing job. So I
True.
know that I could still do this. And what I'm doing right now is basically focusing on myself and what else I need to do, like get my shit
I mean, I
together.
was looking at your stats a couple of days ago, and I mean, on YouTube, etc. I mean, it's quite impressive.
Thank you.
The viewers, the viewers. I think that song that you dropped there, I think it's the Wind Up on Me song there. But also one of the some almost 2 or 3 million views. It's like, wow, man, shit is good,
Yeah,
What's
I
man.
what's
mean,
interesting, and I'll be the one to make a concession,
Go on.
however you want to look at it. Um, Rocco was telling me about, Zola, and telling me about, this. She's a really big soca artist because
Yeah, man.
I got into to Caribbean music around 2004, so I was about 14, 15 years old.
mhm.
So um, reggae I got into it first, and then got more and more into soca. And he's like, you never heard of Zola? I was like, I don't think so. But it's like the thing was that was interesting was like once he played Wine Pon Me, I was like I automatically knew who that was. I was like, oh shit, like that's who that is. Yeah, it just like sometimes it's like that where there's this song because like for years I've been trying to figure out who
Who
does
sings the
that
song?
song. And I can
Right.
never find who does the song. And so sometimes that's how it is. Music has a way of just resonating
In a
with you
few.
even if you
You
don't
and
even if you
extended.
don't know who put the music together. It just sticks with you. And that's one thing I can say about your music, um like really good soca music, is that it has a way of sticking to you, of just resonating with you.
All right,
So
you know, Chief,
definitely
I
keep
tell
up
you
the good
this.
work.
I'll tell you this. The Wind Up On Me song, I think we need to run that song and also one of the new single before we wrap up the interview and stuff like that. So get into the Wind Up On Me track.
Yeah, man.
And let's get into that song. All right, good people. It's a Friday Night Vibes, UVC Radio, the sound that binds us together with me, and man King Rocco, and ETSG Fire. All right, let's do it. Hey, hey, hey. Come on, ladies,
Yo,
come
pull
on, ladies,
up
come on.
that.
Hey, pull it up.
UVC Radio.
Yo!
Keep working it. So, yeah.
Oh, you're so intoxicating. Oh, you can, baby. I get you so I'm stealing. No, no, you got me rising to the. And I like it when you're whining in a circle and jumping on me, baby. You push it little further and wind up on me, yeah. You walk up in a
Boy,
circle and
boy.
walk up on me. Keep working,
Good.
hey, sing the thing, say, do the dance and keep working it, keep working it, keep working now, wind up on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. G-Fire. Listen, listen. Cue up the next track. We got, I think, about two singles. Zola,
All right.
easy right there. Listen to me. We can't have the Soca diva in the studio and do no off show with you. You know, see it? We can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I wanna do some soca mixing right now. That's what I wanna do.
Listen, we have some new track by Zola. Bring in a new track there.
What's the title of the new track, Zola?
You
It's in the
alone?
folder. Yeah, man, this song big, yo. I remember when this song came out. I think that was in 2000 and what? I think it was 2000,
It was 2009, 2008,
2009.
2009, yeah.
Man, they got this radio
2008.
station. You got this radio station there in St. Lucia, RFM. Oh my God, this song was like an anthem, man. Oh my gosh.
It's still an anthem, you know, people still love
Yo!
the song. I mean, it's one of my biggest songs of all time, you know what I mean? It's still now one of the greatest soca songs of all time. I
Yes.
am truly honored that people still receive me because of this song. And this song was written by me wholeheartedly, like me pen to paper, my feelings, my words, my
Right,
experience. You know what I mean? So
right.
I've heard people got married on this song. I went to
Wow.
weddings. I
Yeah,
was, I mean,
I
I've
can see
changed
that.
lives with this song. You know what I'm saying? So it means a lot to me.
Wow, wow. So
Yeah.
one other big question: do you write music for other artists?
I have, but I mean, as far as like the bigger artists in soca, no, I have not as yet. As yet.
As yet, I see you done a chutney collaboration as well, too.
Yeah, that chutney collaboration came about through the Wine Upon Me, and
Yes.
at the time I was residing in Trinidad with a non-destructive music label there in Trinidad, and they're the ones that actually helped orchestrate that. And it was actually really great for me, the experience with that chutney version of Wine Upon Me, because it actually broke me into the Indian market, which is also a
Yeah,
very hard market to
important.
get into as a black soca artist. So to on top of that, be received by that culture, the Indian culture, because of this song. I mean, it's amazing. God
You
is in
know,
control.
next artist I've seen have done it successfully. This Ricky T from St. Lucia.
Yeah, he's amazing,
I've
by
seen
the
Ricky
way.
T
I
have done it.
mean, his
Yes, yeah.
style, I think his style could go with
Ricky T.
anything and anybody at this point. Yeah.
Yeah,
We-
Ricky
We're
T
gonna get
go
Ricky
hard.
T up here very soon as well, too. Yeah, Ricky T is very, very, very good, man. So tell us, man. I mean, you from the land where Kevin Little and the ever Mister We charge up.
Yes.
Skinny there, big up Skinny Pamela. We charge
Yes.
him up like country resale. Yo,
Yeah. Skinny
so tell us,
fabulous.
man. Have you done any collaboration with Skinny Fabulous or Kevin Little?
I mean, we have done collaborations in the early beginnings of both of our careers. But
Hmm.
since we both did get big breaks and stuff, and of course, Skinny Fabulous been doing an amazing job. He's been out there for the past 2 to 3 years, you know, still rocking it heavy for Vincy as the most dominant male entertainer from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yo.
Yeah, we haven't done anything recent, but you know, it's in the works.
So what's up with Kevin, man? Have you done anything with Kevin?
I haven't done anything with Kevin. I mean, Kevin live in a whole nother part of the world, and you know, I just wish him nothing but the best. He's a great artist. I keep seeing his strides that he's making. Um, you know, Turn Me On will forever be one of his greatest hits.
Boy,
Um,
trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
that
of
that started
course, of
that
all
started really
time.
big even here in America. That was a
Yeah.
Yeah,
big tune. Like even if you didn't know, like that was kind of my introduction to soca music. Really.
Wow.
yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, yeah, well, we all proud to know that we have great people like myself, Kevin Little, Skinny Fabulous, James E. P,
Oh
also
yeah,
Becca
Gypsy P.
Cyrus.
You know who's a
And
Gypsy P, right?
and
All right, right, fireman.
it's funny, I'm the only female in the lineup. I'm the one
Yeah,
female in that whole lineup from the greats of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I feel pretty honored.
We say you
Amazing.
got fireman Cooper, or
Oh,
Hooper.
let me don't forget the fireman, the man who holds rum meetings. Yes, let's not forget
Yeah, somebody
fireman
was somebody
Hooper.
was trying to link me up with him some recently, and also we got Alzari as well too, or the St. Vincent as well too. But
Okay.
G5, you don't
Ice
know.
from Grenada. Welcome, welcome. Whenever
Gypsy
you
P
want
is
to
the
jump
guy that
in
sing the
here.
song couple years. I'm looking for some nookie tonight. You know that tune?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Jimsy
yeah.
P.
Nookie
That's my
guy.
boy, Jimsy P. Yeah.
The nookie guy, man. Yo,
Yes.
we gotta get him in here. The nookie guy, man.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. We got Spice up in the building as well. What's going on, Spice?
Well, one thing I want to say while she's getting herself together, one thing that I really commend you on is recognizing that,
You're an artist as well.
for a lot of artists, like it's like they don't have a life or an existence outside of their music. You know what I'm saying?
True,
And one thing I can commend you
true.
on is not only committing to artistry, but also committing to yourself. One of
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
things
man.
that I think we forget is that in order to really, to love what you do, or even, love someone or anything like that, period, you have to love yourself first.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
First.
think, yeah, first. And I think, maybe it was one of those things where, early on, you push so hard as an artist that you didn't really have that
Single-handedly,
opportunity to really look after yourself,
I
So,
did.
single-handedly as well. Let's don't forget that
yeah.
she did all alone, no manager.
Yeah, I had no manager. I did a lot of things by myself and I got pretty far on my
Wow.
own, you know what I mean? Now I'm taking this different step in life. I'm now a regional branch manager for a company here in New York. So I'm actually doing something outside of music and
Outside of
creating the
music.
yeah and creating a change in that area and in this new aspect of my life. And it's amazing, And then I could come back to music. And then when the music stops, I have a freaking job, you know what I'm saying? Okay. That I'm making
All
money.
right.
And
Of
I'm making
course.
money, you know what I'm saying? Okay, hello.
I
Nice.
got you, man. I
Yeah.
got you.
One
I
thing you
got
don't want the bank account to do is go down low. So
Oh, exactly.
definitely got to
Oh
have some
my
work.
God. G5. No, we don't want that to happen now. No, we don't want that.
Oh
No, we don't
no,
want
no,
that.
no,
We
no,
don't
no,
want
no, no,
that.
no. I'm sure right now your prime minister, etc., whether in government or opposition, they're gonna be proud of you as an ambassador of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, man. As the
Yes.
first female soca artist. I mean, listen, this is a major, major achievement in over the, in over the years. I mean, St. Vincent, to be honest with you, I mean, St. Lucia have great music, Dominica have great music, but to be honest with you, within those little islands apart from Trinidad and Tobago, I must say,
Mm-hmm.
Grenada and St. Vincent have really, really excelled out of the Windward Island, man, in terms of the music, putting the music out there. I mean, you guys produce the great Small Pinacho card.
Yeah.
The back end one.
Posa. We got Posa. We got
Yeah.
What's
Posa
up?
who sing Harry Bank.
Where
Posa
the
who
Mm.
money
sing Harry Bank.
gone?
Yeah.
In the airy bank. You know that show that Chief
Yes.
Yeah.
for them listen for all them fellas, boy, right? When they get paid, they ain't bringing it home to their family, you know. You know what they go to the warehouse.
Straight fit in.
They go to the warehouse, boy.
Fit.
So in the airy bank, you know. Yeah, man,
Boy, I
definitely,
tell you.
definitely. So yeah, so you want to run the next track? G5 won't run one of the latest track before we wrap up this interview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, let's get
definitely.
into it. Let's
Definitely
let's
let's
get
do that.
let's get into one of the new track right now. Good people, we got a Queen of Soca all the way from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Zoelah. So let's
Oh
get into
God.
it. Man, fuck, man, I'm losing my voice right now, man. But you know what? Let's get into this, right?
You better sound like ET or something.
All right, listen, we got some people in the studio as well. People, listen. Unmute your mic. Show the artists some love. You know what I'm saying? Let the artists know how you guys been receiving the music over the years. Please, people, come on. Facebook family, listen. Share the link around. You know what I mean? Post it around on all the IGs. All right, let's do it. Hey, that's a big tune, boy. That's a big tune.
Big tune.
Turn it up.
Are you serious?
Wheel up, come again, Mister. Pull it up, G-Fire, pull it up. Friday Night Vibes, UVCRadio, Zoelah in the building right now. Wheel and come again. Let's do it. Good. Turn it up. Friday Night Vibes. But listen, people, you have to groove to the song, you know. You have to groove to it. Hey.
Want a man who's strong with stamina. The one that takes dirty from me bumper. Hold me tight.
Yeah, man.
Make the bam ball off the bird. So when you say eat fish and banana, okay then, about the pressure. This bumper will make it turn over. My bumper not easy to pick up. Bumper not keep my slumber. My bumper sexy as ever. Make them see my pass. And if
You know one thing. Somebody like Zoelah, she can take you to whining school.
Looking good. Yeah, man, looking good. But, I tell you.
All I want to do.
All right. Lord G-Fire, we got two more questions before we go. People. If you got something to say,
You better stop me, because you know how we do.
I know Fonso is all the way in the UK, right? And it's after 4:00 in the morning. And he came directly on Zoom. He said, you know what? I want to see Zoelah. Fonso, where you at? Yeah, he stay up, you know what I'm saying? He worked all the years and he stay up. He like, man, I want to meet the queen of soca, man. You know what I'm saying? This girl, she got a lot of fire. You know what I'm saying? Lava. Where you at, Fonso?
Hopefully in our sleep, man.
Brother, excuse me. We did 4:00 in the morning in England. You know what I'm saying? So Zoelah, so before we wrap this up, man, I mean, say if a young upcoming artist will come to you right now and say, yo, I want to get into music, what would you say to that artist, man?
I would say, I would first ask them if that's what they really want to do, because everybody wants to do something that they see other people doing. I mean, music is a serious business and it is a lifestyle, but you have to really, it's you're gonna have to dedicate your life to this for it to be successful. And you're gonna have anybody who's trying to get into it. I'll first tell them that they have to be sure to do the work, because nothing is gonna be accomplished without work. Like in anything and everything that we do or aspire to be, some work has to be done before we reap the benefits. You understand what I'm saying? So first of all, especially for the young ladies, just respect yourselves and respect your bodies. I mean, you don't have to do anything more than what you need to do, which is work hard and believe in yourself. And I'm pretty sure that, you can make strides or accomplish something there. You don't have to take certain routes to get to where you need to be. Just have respect for yourselves and put God in everything, and, take advice along the way, but most important, believe in yourself, because people are always quick to come and tell you what they think you should do, but only you are gonna know what you're capable of and what you can manage. So believe in yourself, and just give God thanks for everything, and look to Him for advice. Look to Him for your strength.
You know, one of the
Yeah,
things I
man.
must say,
That's
listening to you
real.
speaking, you are very, very deep, spiritually inclined, and you know that one of the things I've realized is you have not allowed yourself to be engulfed with the whole entertainment thing. You still believe the foundation. Yo, I believe there is a big man upstairs, and despite no matter what, he's the one that give me the strength. He's the one that give me the vibes. He's the one that have me here to do whatever I'm doing to reach, to touch the lives of people. That's important. G5, you have any last words?
Yo, like I've said before and I say again,
Right.
just really appreciate you for coming out. I know we kind of ran into some things last week, but everything in time, because
It was the
um
right time
I
today,
will do
man.
this again another time. Probably next year in the summer
yes,
when
of
you guys have
course.
a party.
So we
Don't
just did
forget to
a
book me now. Send me email. Zola.
yeah. Well, of course. Well, I mean
Yo,
that's
Zola,
probably coming up
man, we
next
gotta
month,
get you here,
with the
man.
whole
Yeah, give
we
me
got
the
a whole New
shit.
Year's thing that we
Money.
always do. So we
We
got a
need to put
whole
on a concert, man. We would definitely
yes,
need to do
yes,
that.
most definitely. But we're definitely gonna do something for New Year's next month, and we just finished with
La-
with our basically we're kind of like the first to do it. We did our own
yeah,
UVC
sound
sound
clash.
clash, and
Nice.
so
Yeah.
we had a couple of DJs to come in, myself and King Rocco, and
Yeah,
it
a
was
couple other
really
DJs
great to be able to
interested,
see
man.
one of our own win and be successful, and
Yeah.
we did everything we could to make sure everything was
Right.
unbiased and very much objective, and we
Perfect,
were able to
perfect.
work with Daedry and Oral
Yeah.
Tracy and them. So definitely big up to them for coming and believing in what we're doing, because
Yeah, man,
everybody
definitely.
has something they are able to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And that is really
True, true.
how we
Real
continue
thing,
to do
man.
what we do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, regardless of how someone else may see you, you are an asset. And so thanks so much for being an asset in what you're
Absolutely,
doing,
man.
in not only just in entertainment but in your community as well. So thank you so much. That's
Zola, I
that's
see at the end of the year we want to
a
have
big vision.
you. I'm gonna arrange that. I'm
For
gonna
sure.
arrange. I want to have you and possibly Ricky T in the studio. Listen to
Oh, that would
me,
be amazing. Oh my God, that
yo.
would be
Let's
amazing.
talk about, man. And
All
Fire.
right.
yo, it's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely organize that, sis. Appreciate you, maximum love and respect, and
Thank
thank you
you.
for being a part of this interview tonight. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? And let us keep the connection and let us keep the vibration going and stuff
For
like that.
sure.
And we're gonna continue to pushing your music likewise across social media and spreading the name Zola a little bit more from every nook and cranny and four corners of the earth. Yeah. So
Thank you.
appreciate.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Thank you so much for
Respect.
coming.
Yeah, man.
You're
Maximum
Respect.
love.
welcome. Good night to everybody.
Yeah, good. Good. And also
Peace.
share. I also share the link, the Facebook feed to your private, so you can push it around with your fans.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Maximum love,
Got
sis.
it.
Peace.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Peace.